AOA podcast back for another episode. Frankie C's in the house.
What's happening?
Here is what's happening.
Oh.
The January 6th committee has recommended criminal charges for former President Donald Trump. We'll get into that. Plus, Tom Cruise has lost his mind.
You know what? He's taking chances out there.
He's something else. Yeah, he is. He is something else.
What the hell, man? It's great.
His latest thing is, well, it's something else. We'll talk about what he's doing. He's a nut bar, and I love it. Less true movie star, you think?
No, but he's going nuts. He's doing it all. Action star. I'd say he's probably the number one action star right now.
Harvey Weinstein gets convicted yet again. Cecily Strong leaves SNL. Robert De Niro gets robbed.
De Niro.
I am going to be a part of a table read, which is kind of interesting.
Table read?
Yeah. Fill everybody in on that. And we have the Golden A-Hole Award to give out.
A Golden A-Hole.
That's a podcast, my friend. Don't look now.
Okay.
But here it is.
Table read.
Table read.
What's that about? Let's talk about that.
Well, let's get to all the important stuff first.
Oh.
January 6th committee. They wrapped up today with their big final committee meeting. We heard from Hope Hicks. She had some interesting testimony where she basically, listen, none of this is new news, right? I mean, we all kind of know what happened here and what went on. But Hope Hicks showed some text messages where she basically said, like, she was texting, I forget who it was, Eastman or somebody. Not important, doesn't matter. She was like, hey, he really needs to tell people to be nonviolent, and the person she was texting with was like, I told him that for the last 2 days, and he is absolutely refusing. And so that testimony, along with some other things that the committee wrapped up, basically so on and so forth, they've come out and said, we are referring to the Department of Justice that President Trump be charged with
four different counts, four different charges, I guess.
Yeah, 4 different charges, which is insurrection. Insurrection is the basically the thing. People have been noting to me on Trump's side that nobody in the Department of Justice or nobody in law enforcement has said the word insurrection. They've all said riot, which is different.
That's misleading, I think.
Well, it's. I don't think that they can say it. They can't get there first. Like, Congress has to get there first.
Well, why?
Well, because the investigation, you have to be charged with something first, or there has to be a recommendation from Congress for the Department of Justice to take action. And that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the 4 charges, do you have them listed? I have them if you need them.
I would love. Go ahead, big man. Take it up.
Obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to make a false statement, and then incite, assist, or aid and comfort an insurrection. So there's the word right there.
Now, I think for those who are watching, I'm frozen.
You are frozen. You got to give me a weird look here.
But damn it, if that's not a kind of a sexy look. I'm going to tell my wife to go
I'll freeze too.
Look at the podcast because I look really good. No, you're not frozen.
No. Oh, all right.
Oh, you're trying to.
I
see what you're doing now. You're doing
jokes. You are frozen. I don't know what's going on there, but we can still hear you. Up, and now you're gone. Welcome to the Frankie C podcast. What the hell? Let's talk insurrection stuff. Now, 4 charges. If Department of Justice wants to move forward with these, I can't imagine. I would want to see it live. Like, he'd have to come in and testify, and I mean, he'd be, brought in and he'd have to get representation. And I hope to God it's Rudy Giuliani, because that's just going to be a show and a half. But I can't. I don't know. These are just recommendations by the January 6th committee. They're not official charges. He's not been charged yet, but they're recommendations. And hey, if they go through with it, good for them. I mean, you can't expect to do something like January 6th and just think you're going to be just fine. That's not how it works. There's gotta be some kind of consequences. If the people who participated in January 6th are being thrown in jail, then surely the man who stoked it, the man who suggested it, the man who led it, basically, and told them to go to the Capitol, then, there's got to be consequences there. Will it happen? I mean, I feel like we've seen this movie a million times. It's happened a bunch of times. I don't know what will come of this, but there's been a lot of debate on online about will it happen? Will there be charges filed before the new year, after the new year, at all? Who knows? I don't know. But I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat. Robin, Justice, Paul. Let's see. Who else? DJ, Shenanigan, Bird, Dr. Dex. Yeah, it's the Frankie Show. Let's see those, what's it called? That, Team Frankie C. And if you weren't wondering how to get those Team Frankie C icons, just become a member. There's the Join Now link underneath this video on YouTube, or go to anthonyonair.com. But yeah, January 6th committee, it was the wrap up, basically. And if you've seen, I mean, there's a video of, there's like a compilation of the testimonies and the actual video of the occurrences on the day, on January 6th. And it's incredibly sad that this happened. There we go. It's AOA. There's those are the icons. Thank you guys for putting those out there. Team Frankie C. Yeah, I mean, the January 6th day, that day, I mean, it's there were lives lost that day. You can't expect something like that to occur and people not to be held accountable. I think we have Anthony back.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
You're good. I got you.
I thought you did a bang up job holding that show until you started running for office there. I'd be like, everybody throw your Frankie C things up.
Well, I only said that because people in the chat were commenting that it's the Frankie Show. It's the Frankie C show. So
it was good. I actually enjoyed it more than the regular podcast. I don't think you need me
too.
Anymore, if I could be totally
honest. I had a good time.
I think you take your wife and run with it, and you guys will be just fine.
I think we'll be all right. I had a good time talking to people in the chat. We got a lot of people tuning in. Appreciate that. There's Christine, Bird, Court McQuire.
Great name.
Robin, DJ, Dr. Dex, everybody. Justice.
Who's the guy from The Simpsons? I'm Troy McClure. That's what Court McQuire sounds like to me.
You may remember me from such podcasts as the one the other day.
Court McQuire, are you Troy McClure's cousin? Please let us know. You did a good job summing it all up, though. I don't have much else to add other than no other president in the United States has ever been subject to a criminal referral by Congress. This is the first time.
Yeah, I feel like you got the impeachment of Nixon, but there wasn't criminal charges. He was pardoned. This is major. This is huge.
And he resigned too, right, Nixon?
And he resigned.
So he didn't go through with it all the way. He might have wound up going down that road, but the resign and the pardon was kind of the way that was.
Yeah, that was that. That was all wrapped up there.
Okay, two things. I don't know, like you were just alluding to, I'd like to expound on that. I don't know what comes of this because it's on Merrick Garland, the Department of Justice. They have to figure out if they really want to see this out. And
why would they come this far, though, and not see it out? Danella Freet, what's up, Louisiana? Love it.
I just don't, because again, you hate the man so much.
I hate what he does. I hate his the way he cons everybody. I hate the way he gets people to just throw away, their senses and just do whatever he wants. That's the big thing, and how people fall. He gets people to just fall for it every time. I mean, NFTs is just another. That's a small example of how he just puts this out there and it's sold out. It's like, what are you? What is this? Why? He's not a rock star. He's not he's a politician and he's a billionaire. Why? Yeah, you could if you want, but the guy tried to overthrow the government. What are you doing?
Well,
What are we talking about here?
Right. So you don't like him. Surmise what you just said, or you don't like what he does.
Yeah.
All those things considered, I just don't know if we want to see a former president of the United States being put up on trial.
I think we do. I mean, I don't care who it is, but
I think it's something everybody
has to
think about.
Well, no, that is the ultimate example of democracy. That is the ultimate example of there's no one above our laws.
Well, all right, let me say this. I think if everybody had their druthers, it would go the same way that Nixon went, which is just go away and we will leave you alone. But as we've
He's
seen,
not going to do that.
As we've seen, he already made a statement after they made their referral that he's not going away. He said that Bannon actually said that this was a mistake because it's only going to excite his base. He echoed basically the same sentiment, but I had it written down here what his truths were. He sent out some truths today.
Oh, his truths.
These folks don't get it that when they come after me, people who love freedom rally around me. It strengthens me. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Americans know that I pushed for 20,000 troops to prevent violence on January 6th, and that I went on television and told everybody to go home. The people understand that
4 hours later, 3 hours later, whatever it was.
The Democratic Bureau of Investigations, the DBI, are out to keep me from running for president because they know I'll win, and that this whole business of prosecuting me is just like impeachment was, a partisan attempt to sideline me and the Republican Party. He chose his word carefully there. He's trying to warm himself up to the Republican Party.
Yeah, he's still trying to align himself with the Republicans, and most of them are like, not most of them, a few of them are kind of backing off on it a little bit. From what I understand, I can't name anybody off the top of my head, but I feel like they've kind of cooled on his. They're not really riding his coattails as much anymore.
I don't believe so. All right, so that's Trumpy Trumpkins. Janine, I know you love talking about him. Would you like to add anything to this?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
All right,
Settled.
very good. Jumpstart Coffee Company, Frankie C. Best coffee on the planet. I got a what does that shirt say?
Sometimes naughty, always nice. It should say sometimes nice, always naughty.
Yeah. Sometimes nice, always nice. Yeah, that should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
I mean, where'd you get that shirt?
When I sold my Trump NFTs, I bought them up.
Okay.
Nice.
Also, do you have to sip that in the middle of a competitor's read? Do we need to fucking go back to
that was messed
No.
up?
Holy
Guess
shit.
what? Guess what?
Yeah.
It is Jumpstart coffee in a Dunkin' cup.
I don't
like
believe that for a second.
I have to hop
you want
out.
to smell it? That's what she said.
I have to hop out. Can you do the read there, Frankie C? Thanks.
Sure. Jumpstart coffee, baby. You got to get it. See, the
Something
holidays are this weekend, obviously. But I think, what's today? Today's Monday. Put your order in. Good chance you'll get it before everybody comes over and starts banging on your door for the holidays. And you got a nice cup of coffee for everybody at the end of the night. Jumpstart makes an excellent coffee. We got the dark roast blend here. They got the medium roast, the medium dark roast, the espresso blend. Just check them out. And you got to use the AOA 15 code. You use that in the link below. You get 15% off your entire order. Not to mention the fact that 50% of whatever you buy, let's say you spend $50, $25 goes to the Navy SEAL Foundation, which is incredible. So and it makes a great gift. These packs of coffee are just amazing. Once you open them, you can smell it right away. It's just amazing. It's a great gift, and all right, you give someone a bag of coffee, but you could also add in that it gives to charity, which is an amazing thing. The Navy SEAL Foundation, everybody wins. Give it a try. You haven't tried it. What do you got to lose? Give it a try. If you love it, great. They got the subscribe and save. You could just set up that it just sends to you every month, and you don't have to even think about it. Where's the coffee? Boom, arrives at your doorstep every month, and it's all set, ready to go. Janine loves it. I love it. Anthony loves it. We got a lot of people in the chat that love it. So go get it today. It'd be perfect in time for the holidays. And Janine is giving you the heart thing. But again, jumpstartcoffeeco.com is their website. Anthony on air. You click the link. AOA 15. You get 15% off. Gotta love it especially for the holidays. Winter. What's better than a nice cup of Jumpstart? It's a beautiful thing. What are you doing over there? Stop with your cup.
I'm covering obviously the word.
So obviously we can't move forward with the scheduled topics until Anthony,
because he said we're doing a short one tonight. So keep it going.
Well, I don't have the topics in front of me. Anthony has them.
All right.
And
so
I forgot
Tom
what
Cruise
he said
went
in the
on
beginning.
A skydive. He's
there we
crazy.
go. Tom Cruise. Not just a skydive. Tom Cruise. If you look, he put out a video. It's like a 10-minute video of the stunts he's doing for this next Mission Impossible movie. And to train for this, he's gone on 300 skydives.
What?
He's done motorcycle jumps. I don't know, countless motorcycle jumps, just so they could track his movements and where everything will land, the wind and all that. They have these 3D graphics, these models. We're talking Tom Cruise. And it's incredible, all these stunts that he's doing, and they're being extra safe with them. Obviously.
Are they?
It looks like it. They got all the wires set up, the crash pads, that whatever he's going to land on.
Hope he doesn't have to use a gun, but
too soon. But I mean, like I said, in the video, they did 300, or they said that they had him do 300 skydives. He's jumped out of a plane at least 300 times, and it's just so that it's just
damn.
Nothing's a surprise anymore. It's just routine to the point where he could do it, blindfolded.
Do one.
I've never done one. I would do it.
What, jump out of a plane?
I would never
skydive.
What?
Well,
why not? Is it the heights or is it the splat? I guess it's a little of both, right?
Well, I think the big thing is it is supposedly the biggest stunt in cinema history. He will jump a motorcycle off a cliff and then turn it into a base jump. The fuck out of here. I won't even go from my top step to my bottom step. I would never.
Yeah, I have a heart attack skipping a step on my stairs. That's funny. No, but yeah, you're right. And then in this video on his Twitter page, they show him doing the stunt over. They set up like cardboard boxes so that the what's it called catches the bike lands in it. But he's done it a million times so that they have all these computers that track his every movement, the wind, the direction of the wind, so where everything's going to land. They have the bike and him on wires so that they could pull the bike, and he has to catch the wind and everything. And
I don't see him on wires.
Yeah, he's on a wire.
No.
When he's jumping on the bike?
In the bike jump thing, I just put it out. I don't see any wires. He literally jumps off, the bike goes, and he has to pull a chute unless we're seeing
No. I was talking when he's jumping, when he's practicing. When
he's practicing. Okay.
Yeah, when he's practicing the jump, he's on wires and everything. But of course, when he's doing the real jump, he jumps off the cliff and it's parachute time. He has to ditch the bike and then.
Well, he lives dangerously. You know how I live dangerously? Want to take a guess?
Sure. How do you live dangerously?
I forget to wipe the Nashville-style hot chicken rub off my fingers and then rub my eyes with it.
That's danger. You see, that's just reckless.
Do you think that he would do that for a movie?
I mean, how do you prepare a stunt like that? You can't.
Doubt it.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Me and him are just built different. That's it.
That's
What's
just plain
worse?
unsafe.
What's worse though, if you rub your eyes with that, or if you scratch your asshole with that?
I've
Some
done both,
you
and
could be into that. Some people
I
could be into that.
oof.
I feel like there's eye drops. I think I'd rather deal with the eyes.
There's probably ash drops,
You think there's ash drops out there?
a hose, I guess. I don't know. Just turn the hose on full blast.
I don't know.
White creamy substance on it. I don't know.
Is that cooling though? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
Feels like that might sting if it gets into
Mm.
a situation. But anyway, I don't know how I don't know how he gets away. He's the only person that like gets away with doing this stuff.
I can't. I mean, the insurance alone has to be insane,
imagine.
right?
Can't imagine.
I mean, he's the star of the movie. If something happens to him, the whole movie's got to shut down.
Yeah, yeah. And so that was the stunt that was just crazy. Him driving off the cliff on a motorcycle, which he basically has to pull that chute. If that chute doesn't open,
Right.
it's over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got the chute, he's got the backup chute, but that's it. I think it's just as dangerous as any skydive. I mean, it's base jumping. Probably a little more dangerous base jumping because you're not starting from 30,000 feet. You're starting from pretty much the land.
Yeah, and then the skydive. So that video we just put out in the live chat, you guys can watch. He's on camera, and he's talking about doing the scene, and he's thanking everybody for the support, and he's plugging Top Gun Maverick while they're filming this. Like, so he's doing it all. He's doing a behind the scenes. He's filming a plug for Top Gun Maverick. He's right. It's a thank you video, and it's a scene in the new Mission Impossible movie. He's doing it all in one shot. I mean, it's.
I'm out of breath just thinking about it. I can't even.
I can't even imagine. Also, okay, now, did you watch that when he jumps out of the helicopter?
Yes.
No, I can't. I can't do that.
Janine, watch it because I still can't figure out how he did it. Because
what do you mean?
He jumps out, and the camera is in the same exact position it was in when he was on the helicopter. So now I'm thinking, okay, this must be attached to him somehow. That it's just like on
I think someone jumps with him.
That must be what it is. Because then he releases from the camera, but you can see his hands and everything. And then there's some release somehow, and the camera separates from him, and he continues to fall.
The cameraman jumps with him, and they fall simultaneously, and then he pulls his chute, goes up. The cameraman keeps going.
No, he didn't pull his chute.
Oh, they just separate.
They separate, and he just starts like nose diving down.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
how
can fall
they
at
did it.
different speeds. I mean, if you're falling like this, you're gonna catch more air.
Oh
if you're
God,
falling like this,
are
you're just
you
gonna go
kidding me
straight.
right now? Is that real? That's not
what
real. The link.
Oh, you watched it? Yeah, that's it. That's what it happens. I can't figure it out. I mean, I know it's a steady cam of some kind. You're sure you're right. There's some other person. But when you watch him literally leave that plane, he never leaves the framing that he's in those first couple of seconds. And he looks so calm. Okay, and here's the other thing. Frank's been doing radio for, I don't know, God knows how long. I'm in it 15 years.
I'm in it 20. Go ahead.
Janine's broken several microphones. I don't understand how they got the sound quality that they got first flying in a helicopter and then plummeting. Like the amount of wind noise is unbearable. Whatever they're using, he doesn't look like he has a lav on him. Maybe there's a whatchamacallit on the camera itself. I'm sure in post they took out the white noise, but even with that, even in my best efforts to take out wind noise in post-production, you still don't get the quality that you got in that video. And he's talking to the other guy, and the other guy can hear him, even though they both have ear things in. The whole thing is I can't figure out how the hell they did it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I mean, it looks like he just jumped with someone. Because it looks like when he's on the helicopter, there's a cameraman filming him. It goes back and forth between him and the director, and then because you could see when he's turning, there's a shadow of the camera.
No.
What do you mean no?
I can't.
When he's spinning around, there's a shadow on him of the camera. It's a big camera, and then he spins away from it. But I think it's just a person with a. It's one of two things. It's either another jumper with a camera. Or I saw in a different clip that he put out. It's like a 10-minute clip. that they have drones. They have cameras on drones following him doing the stunts,
Whoa.
following him all around.
That would be interesting if it was a drone.
They also said in that 10-minute clip that they have cameras today that they didn't even have 2 years ago. They have the most updated equipment that you could have. So
Just think how much money this is costing.
Who is more daring, though? Tom Cruise jumping out of planes, filming behind-the-scenes videos and all that, or Jay Sabs, who's come on with a runny nose and done a podcast? I don't know.
I think the winner here is the tissue.
And Nashville eyes. Nashville hot chicken eyes.
Nashville hot chicken eyes. There you go.
So that was based on a true story.
Yeah, like literally just happened. Wow.
Where'd you get the chicken?
Can I give him a free plug?
Yeah, PDQ.
No, Kickin' Chicken in Farmingdale.
Do we need to name a store twice?
Chicken.
Kickin' Chicken.
Got it. Sounds good. Was it good?
If you like that style chicken.
I love wings, man. That's that's in my top 10 foods.
They do have wings too.
Wings are amazing.
Boneless or on the bone?
On the bone. I won't turn down a boneless wing though. Boneless wings are great, but on the bone is just there's not much like it. You get that.
Definitely on the bone for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Nice.
Well done.
You get a nice little side bowl of the blue cheese. You get the stuff.
The best. Harvey Weinstein. Pretty sure that's not spelled correctly. Guilty again. 3 more counts. Fuck him. I hope he rots.
Good. Goodbye.
We need to say anything else about Harvey Weinstein?
No, he's disgusting though.
Yeah. He turns more into a gross booger every time I fucking see him.
Ew, he's so gross.
He's a human booger.
Yeah. Cecily Strong, much to my surprise, says goodbye to SNL after, I think, 2012 she started.
Yeah, you didn't know she was leaving?
No, I didn't. Did you?
I knew she was leaving, but she wasn't really she didn't put it out there so much. But I have to say something about SNL this week. Go ahead.
You said I have to say something.
You want me to finish?
One of us has to say something.
Go ahead. That's it.
One of us should say something.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You go.
We watched it when we came home after our friend's dinner, which Frank didn't go to because he dipped us over. But it was one of the most boring SNLs in a long time.
With Austin Butler? Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? We stayed up for it and we watched it. And I was like,
you know what's weird? There's a lot of speculation over this, but the Weekend Update, Colin Jost was not himself, and there's been a lot of stuff online about what was going on with him. Because usually during the Weekend Update, he reads the thing, he laughs, he jokes around, but he was very serious and deadpan through the whole thing, and he was just getting through the jokes. It seemed like something else was on his mind.
I felt like something was off through the whole show. I don't know why.
Well, what are they saying about Colin Jost? What's the rumors? She's cheating on him?
No, something either happened off camera, behind the scenes, or maybe it's he's good friends with Cecily Strong and she's leaving. Maybe he was upset. I don't know. But there's a lot of speculation, but it's weird. If you watch
now I'm going to have to go back.
The clips are on YouTube. Weekend Update, it's on YouTube by itself. And
well, didn't she start with him on Update? Because she was on Update. Was she on with him or?
That could be.
The person
I like her. And you know what?
Yeah,
it was a little
great.
sad, though. It was a little sad.
Yeah.
I always get a little teary-eyed when people leave because it's like, it's been their home for so long.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes it's the end of an era when,
It's true.
I don't remember when it happened, but, of course, when like Adam Sandler and David Spade, when they all left, but I don't remember it as being as big deal, I guess because social media wasn't around, but it wasn't as big of a impact because I guess that's probably why, but
it's true.
Probably should have been.
Yeah, but you know what though, with that sort of era of people, they left as their movies were hitting.
That's true.
Now people are leaving before you even know what they have coming up next.
That's true. Or they have something you never, like it's on Netflix and you never heard of it.
And you never, yeah. It's a little bit of a different thing.
Do we know what Cecily Strong's going to?
Making a movie.
I know she's done some stuff. She's got like some little projects going on. Plus she's in like every T-Mobile commercial, I think.
Yeah.
That's true.
AT&T, whatever the fuck, I can't remember.
Something like that. I don't think it matters.
The what was I going to say? Last week's was great with Martin Short and Steve Martin.
Oh, they were good. I
They're
love
always
them.
amazing. They're great.
Aren't they fantastic?
They're like
Yeah.
they're you had like in the 90s it was David Spade and Chris Farley, and then before that you had all the duos, Dan Aykroyd and what's his name,
Belushi.
the Blues Brothers, John Belushi. Yeah, just through the generations you have all the. I think Steve Martin and Martin Short are one of those, but they've been going strong since the 80s at least.
Yeah.
He is so cute, Martin Short.
They're great.
He's
They're always
funny.
great. The talent too is always there.
You know what we should talk about next episode?
Your mom?
My mom. I always so Christmas, like we have to go into Christmas Eve, we drive into the city, so it's like an hour and a half usually. And I always save something like fun to listen to, whether it's like a podcast or like a comedy album or something.
Don't listen to us. Oh, you said fun. Go ahead.
But I always look to something that's like memorable, I guess what I'm saying is I always want it to be something that's like kind of like special.
Oh,
And, like,
look at you.
I
Sappy
find
motherfucker, you.
Yeah, no, listen, I feel like Steve Martin and Martin Short, okay, them, Billy Crystal, David Letterman. I feel like there's this generation of comedic people that I like are just like in a special class, and I feel like we should flush that list out or something of who would you put on that, if you could only listen to one podcast on the most it's something, it's not even the funniest or the oldest, it's like that traditional family time feel.
Well, you got to be more specific. What are you talking about? You talking about something you could just listen to? Anything that you could listen to?
Yeah, but that's gonna make you smile and make you feel that nostalgia and tradition. You know what I mean? Coming off of your family dinner and presents and all
I get that a lot
stuff.
with movies.
Yeah.
Movies
I don't want to talk about it now.
bring
We
me
don't have
back.
time. But next episode, maybe we flush out that idea
All right.
a little bit. Jay Sabs brought up Christmas dinner. Honestly, maybe.
Just want to say happy birthday, Lisha. Happy birthday.
A happy
birthday.
birthday.
In the chat.
Oh, happy birthday, Alicia.
I'll continue, Anthony, what we're going to say, unless it was a diss, then forget it.
It's going to be a diss against me.
Let's just say one of the best planned J-Sabs events we have ever witnessed.
Oh, nice.
Lisha would have been honored for this to be her birthday party. That's how well thought out it was. Now, I'll say this. We still can't seem to get a J-Sabs planned event with 4 walls around us. That's not something she specializes in.
Let me clarify.
Boat or it's in an igloo.
Yeah, so this dinner was outside, wasn't it?
Janine doesn't want to be surrounded by sheetrock, is what I've learned about her over the last.
think
5
well,
years.
you know how I care for my peers, and if you sit inside, your chances of getting COVID are only 81% as compared to 89%. So
it's true. It's true. She was looking out for us. But I'll say she chose a place. The food was delicious. I hated the fact, got off to a rocky start. I hated the fact we're sitting at the table 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, and not a fucking slice of bread hit the table.
I hate that.
With that.
Well, guess what? That's in my list of complaints. Go ahead.
Yeah.
When I go to a restaurant, I want to sit down. They
Right.
hand me the menu. They walk away. They come back with bread. That's like you got to be within the first 2 minutes. There should be bread on the table.
Butter to bread to mouth within 3.5 minutes of me sitting down. That makes Anthony happy. I gotta say this though, my list of complaints ends there. Everything else, was magical and magnificent.
This is rare.
I kid you not.
I'm a little hurt because I figured one complaint would be that I wasn't there.
Nah.
I gotta be honest with you. The fact that you weren't there made
it
the
a little
evening
better.
a bit more enjoyable.
All right, I'll give you that.
Can I say something about where we sat?
Please.
So when I first called to plan it, the guy said, "Do you want to sit inside or in the greenhouse?" And I was like, "No, I'm sitting with old miserable people, and they're gonna get mad." So I said,
Wait, did you say dream house or greenhouse?
"Greenhouse."
Okay, got it.
I think it was Cream House.
And I said, "No, we'll sit inside." When I
Yeah.
called to confirm all the details, the guy said, "Are you sure you want to sit inside? Because it's prettier outside. It's just more fun." So I was like, "You know what? Okay, fine." And he's like, it's just a better atmosphere. Like the party people, not complaining. It's a Christmas miracle. That's true. Like he just said, like it's just more fun, and it's not because of COVID. They actually had this before COVID because inside the restaurant, it's not that big. If you saw it, there's not that much seating.
Yeah, it's in a beautiful courtyard.
Yeah. So they have like a main greenhouse, but then they also have smaller ones. But I don't know. So that was like, I was like, oh God, these guys are gonna get mad at this. But you know what? If it's prettier and it's nicer for Christmas, then why not?
Were you at least? They had the heat. I'm sure. Were you cold at all?
Dude,
No.
it was a little chilly because at first, and I don't know what Janine said, but within 2 seconds before the bread even hit the table, they threw an extra couple
that's
heat
a
lamps.
35-minute window.
No.
No, literally within 2 minutes, they had another heat lamp right by our table. They were like, here you go. And I thought it was nice. I liked it out there. Can I tell you this too? I preferred that over the individual little igloos that they had.
Because I'll tell you something. The girl who does my hair was having her birthday party there in one of those greenhouse, the little individual ones, and I went in there and it was sweltering. So I'm like, I don't think that like half these guys would have been happy in there because it was really too hot.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of food? What are we talking about?
Okay, Italian food.
Okay, that's good.
And innovative. So the appetizers were baked clams, standard, good.
Nice.
They made a sausage and broccoli rabe egg roll, which I thought was phenomenal.
That sounds amazing.
With some kind of spicy sauce on top.
It was. I didn't get the spicy sauce on top. I just had it.
Did you rub your eye or scratch your ass after that?
It was fucking delicious. And then mozzarella carozzo, which is like basically like an Italian grilled cheese with sauce on top. Like they take bread, they put mozzarella in between, they fry the whole fucking thing, cut it in corners, and put a little like vodka sauce on top. So fucking good.
Oh God, I'm starving.
So fucking good. Dinner, I had
tomato and mozzarella too.
Oh, tomato and mozzarella. You're right.
Oh, that's always good.
I do want to point this out. I would have picked maybe another fish appetizer, but one of our friends does not eat fish at all, so I kind of wanted to balance it out for her.
Who doesn't eat? Oh, okay. I got it.
No galamad?
No, because
I'm not gonna lie to you. I went into that place like with a fucking galamad craving, like you wouldn't believe. Dying.
Well, you had the baked clams. That's good.
I'm saying the food, the apps were so good. I didn't miss it.
They were good, right?
I was like, this was fine without the fried calamari. We were good going into that. And then maybe top 5 veal I ever had in my entire life. That's how good the fucking veal was at this place.
Let me just say this, because I am going to email the manager because I was a little disappointed. When I spoke to him on the phone, he said everything is served family style, the appetizers and the entrees. So I was like, okay. I picked a pasta just for that reason.
Oh, is that why? I was wondering. See, there was a good story behind that.
And otherwise, I would not have chosen a pasta because turns out everybody got their own. It was really good, actually. Actually, Anthony, you would have really liked it.
It looked good.
If I would have known that it was just one entree per person, I would have picked the other shrimp entree because I I didn't want our friend to feel like she had to eat. You know what I mean? Because again, she doesn't eat fish. So, but anyway, that's what I got a little annoyed at.
I still don't understand what went wrong with the pasta. It wasn't family style. It was.
No, she's saying like if it was all family style, you get a pasta to go along with the chicken and the veal and the fish.
Okay.
But if it's going to be individually ordered, who's going to order the pasta? Because you get one of the other dishes had chicken with pasta. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I
Right,
still
that's
don't know
what I
what went
said.
wrong. So there was
I
pasta. I
can't.
don't get it. What went wrong? I don't understand.
Because
There
you
was
wouldn't.
pasta,
If you're doing family style and there's going to be 5 huge dishes,
right?
okay, you pick a pasta.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So it wasn't served family style, the pasta?
No.
yes,
That's
correct.
right.
Yeah, they
wasn't
did it
served
like a
family
wedding. They gave everybody a little plate.
Oceani says Janine is fired. Just saying. I agree.
Oh, stop it.
She's on fire. She had a
Um,
major faux pas later on, but I stood, you know what? I coached her through it and we salvaged the evening. She almost ruined the evening
Was it like an HR faux pas?
on the 5-yard line. No.
Oh, all right.
Even worse. It was a food faux pas.
Oh no. What happened? What happened?
But,
oh, I
but
know what. I know what.
let me say,
You can't bring it up and not talk about
they
it.
had chicken parm with penny vodka sauce, not regular,
That's
classy.
good.
The veal Milanese, like I said, top 5 of all time.
Not a veal guy.
I understand why she put a fish on there, but she chose salmon, and then 2 of our idiot fucking friends go. Who orders salmon at an Italian restaurant? I mean, honestly,
Someone said that?
what do you mean? So I'm saying it.
You
Who
said
orders
Oh, what's wrong with salmon?
at a fucking Italian restaurant?
Well, you
No,
never had.
I mean,
Salmon's good. Salmon could be good anywhere.
At an Italian restaurant?
What fish do you want at an
Shrimp.
Italian restaurant?
I would choose shrimp at an Italian restaurant over.
Yeah,
a
We
salmon.
got a friend that's allergic to shrimp.
Shrimp, bacala. I mean, you name it. Go up and down the list.
Nobody's
Fucking-
who makes bacala. What is it, the 80s?
What Italian
Bacala.
restaurant is known for their fucking salmon dish? It's fucking
There's a
salmon.
lot of restaurants that have salmon. Salmon's
Yeah,
a good
because it's the
dish.
most basic thing. They fucking take it out of the package and they put it in the broiler for 5 minutes. There's no
Was it good? Did
skill
you
around
try it?
Oh,
It
there's some
actually did look
controversy around
good.
that. It looked
did
good.
look good, and it
It
smelled
looked
good.
Right.
But the 2 people who had it, one of whom you may be related to, was like, it didn't. I don't know. It wasn't all that great. Well, it's fucking salmon. You
I
deserve
rarely-
everything you get.
I rarely had a salmon dish that I was like, this sucks.
Okay, but when was the last time you went to a restaurant that ended in a vowel and you were like, boy, that fucking salmon was great? I was so happy I surpassed the veal and the fucking chicken and the shrimp to fucking hone in on the salmon.
Salmon
Right.
could be good, man. You know,
I'm very
and it's
surprised
nice.
that he picked that.
No,
And it's nice
no,
to
no,
have
no.
a break in the middle.
Fucking Applebee's could make a salmon comparable to any other 4-star restaurant salmon. That's how fucking basic
Whatever.
salmon.
Salmon's good though. You know, grilled cheese. Anybody can make a grilled cheese, but you raved about it because it had sauce on it. Big fucking
different
deal.
kind of grilled cheese.
Salmon could be good too. What's the big deal? There you go.
It
Perfect.
could be
Paige,
good, but it's not.
Paige
like-
freaking nailed you.
It's fucking salmon. I'm not wrong on this. Yes, Paige is correct, but I'm not wrong on this. It's fucking
Salmon's
salmon.
great. Salmon could be really good.
Can I
It
tell you
depends on
something?
how you
My
have it.
roommate doesn't like it.
I looked at it and I go, who the fuck is going to order salmon?
Yeah.
Janine really fucked that up. And then 2 idiots order the salmon and I go, well, I can't believe that.
Well, I thought this was a you set the menu beforehand.
Well, the thing is, like I said, I thought it was family style, the entree,
Right.
not individual. Otherwise, I would have picked one of the shrimp entrees.
So it wasn't family style, or it was.
Oh no, the entree wasn't family style.
The entrees
Entree
wound up
was
not
not.
being family style. She would have
Everything
put,
else was.
she would have put shrimp on there if it wasn't for the fact that one of our friends doesn't do
Is
shrimp.
allergic. Right,
Yeah.
allergic.
Right.
Now,
So that's why she chose the salmon.
so who ordered the salmon? There's a couple of people that did.
Your
2.
idiot brother and our friend Ray the cop.
So there you go. That's 2 people that chose
But-
the salmon.
I would have
do wanna
if I
say-
told you your brother ordered salmon at
Yeah,
the
I'm
Christmas dinner,
surprised
you
he
would have
did.
lost money on that. We would have all lost
I would have
money on
lost
that.
money on that. Absolutely.
Thank
But
you.
the rest, if you're talking about the rest, there was all this food beforehand. Is that true? There was a lot,
Yep.
all this.
Well, there was appetizers.
All right. Yeah, I mean, salmon could be good. What do you think?
No, it's not. Stop it.
So he's talking
Getting
about
angry.
at an Italian restaurant. Who would order the salmon? But I think salmon's a defensible meal. Everybody-
It is, but you wouldn't order it here.
No, I probably wouldn't. If I'm going to an Italian restaurant, I'm gonna order some kind of pasta dish with something else,
Thank you.
chicken,
Something more
or
Italian-like.
fish, or
Right.
something like that.
If you're at a bar and grill or at like a new American restaurant, you want to get the salmon, get the salmon.
Right.
My wife just goes, "I haven't been this loud since Trump was in office." But I don't know. If someone wants to order this, why? What were the other fish options? Shrimp and what else?
Shrimp. There was 2 other shrimp dishes, but here's the thing. I
Since that's
just
your only
noticed
option.
that their salmon came with spinach, which does not have a great effect in some people's stomachs.
Yeah.
I love spinach. Was it cream
So,
spinach?
No, it was regular, just like
Wilted, like
yeah.
I like that's good.
It
too.
tends to
Spinach.
bother like people like our friend Ray who eat a lot. It'll bother their stomach, and also if you have the stomach of a bitch like your brother does.
All right, I'm sorry, but someone who eats like Ray. If you're worried about spinach, I mean, come on, it should be the bottom of the list. I don't know what.
By the way, I have a gracious
spinach.
I have a gracious attitude. You just can't help me for critiquing a player's game. When
Right.
a player makes a bad play, you gotta tell people what's what.
I think there was nothing wrong. You made you know what you did? You made a friend, like you were conscious of your friend's allergy, and you said, "We're not going to have shrimp on the table. Let's do
No,
the
I'm not
salmon."
critiquing Janine. No, Janine's fine. Her choice was
So what
fine.
was-
I'm saying the people who ordered it were in the
And
wrong.
they complained about it.
Well, because they were complaining
course
about
they
it,
did.
and it's like you picked the dumbest. I know why Janine picked it. Makes sense. That makes total sense.
Thank
It's
you.
not
Well,
her
how
fault
was
at
it
all.
prepared?
Thank you.
With spinach?
It was grilled
Just shrimp
with
with
like
spinach.
no, it
Salmon
is
with
salmon
spinach.
oreganata.
Yeah, it was grilled.
That's good.
How else do you make fucking salmon? That's it. It's grilled.
With a maple glaze, a cedar plank. I don't know. How the hell do you make salmon?
What was
Moving
the other
along.
thing?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now I'm like, what's the dessert situation? Because I'm starting to get excited about dessert. I didn't see really the full menu. It was a little difficult to get the menu in front of me. But the dessert, they just brought this huge fucking bowl, looked like the kitchen sink from Jan's. And it was just piled with ice cream and whipped cream and
wrong with
chocolate
that?
sauce. And so then it had fried rainbow cookies,
Fried?
like a Zeppeli,
Wow, I never had that.
and coffee cake, crumb cake, crumb cake. Let's say crumb cake
Wow.
in there. So now I'm like, this is a nice way to end the meal. Janine hands to your brother. They put it right in front of her because they go, she must be the important one making all the decisions. Let's
Right.
give it to her to dole it out. Janine gives some to your brother, gives some to your sister-in-law. And I take a look at their plate and I notice that your brother has a coffee cake with ice cream. Your
Okay.
sister-in-law has the rainbow cookie with
Okay.
ice cream.
Right.
She could have fucked up the whole thing right there. So I said to her out loud, so the whole restaurant could hear, when you scoop mine, make sure you get every last fucking thing in there. Because if you think you're going to give me one of the 2 items to go along with the ice cream, like you
Want
did
all
for
of it,
them,
Right.
I'm going to flip a fucking table in the middle of the restaurant. And she did. She did a good job doling it out.
At least, since you asked nicely, that was.
But I had to coach her through it. I had to snap her back into focus.
She's a
I had
professional
no idea.
waitress.
Right.
She
I had
probably
no
knows what
idea
she's
there was
doing.
crumb cake in there. How about that?
See, that's an admission of guilt.
Rainbow cookies, my all-time favorite pastry,
Really?
and I've never had it fried. I've never even heard of it being fried. Like, was it coated? Well, how they just drop? I'm sure there's a batter around it, right?
Yeah, it was covered in like a Zeppeli batter. It was like a
Oh.
Zeppeli. Yeah, it was fucking.
Frank's
That's
like,
good.
man, I should have left my neighbors for you guys now.
It was still warm, Frank, and just golden and crispy on the outside and
That
soft.
sounds
and,
insane.
oh my god, it was fucking heaven.
All right, we'll go back to a good restaurant then. Thumbs up for this restaurant.
I'd love to bring you there, but I don't know what your schedule is with your neighbors. You clearly
You
favor
gotta-
over your friends of 30 fucking years.
You got to book me months in advance.
Yeah.
I'm sold out for the next couple months. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even know if you're the worst offender of the evening, to be perfectly frank with you. Somebody else got in a lot of trouble over that night.
What do you mean?
We don't want to get into that too much.
Uh,
Your brother was upset with you, though. That text message early in the night, he was.
Yeah, what was that about? I
he was-
saw it, and then it was like 40 texts later. I was like, all right, this wasn't explained, but I don't know.
Because nobody told him why you and the other person weren't there, and then when they were told, he was like, "That's ridiculous."
Wait,
He
didn't he
texted-
think that they were coming?
He thought he's like me. He's out in a cloud. He doesn't know what the fuck's going
Right.
on.
So he thought I was coming. He found out I wasn't, and he texted to the entire group, "Fuck Frank" or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
He was mad that you weren't
Nick.
there, and rightfully so. Everybody was mad that you weren't there.
Okay,
You know.
I made it there so hard. Right?
Wait,
Anthony?
tell the best
Wait,
part.
what?
Tell the best part of our other friends.
What-
We get.
what?
Let me tell.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
we get there. Janine arrives. I arrive. Your brother arrives. The fourth couple. We get the. Now I'm at the table 3.5 minutes. I don't see any fucking bread. I'm starting to panic. I'm starting to sweat.
Sweat. I saw you sweat.
My wife gets a text message from our friends are not there. Park in the car. Be there in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, thank God. Who's gonna be here? 6 minutes later, the sweat's coming back again. I'm panicking. What's going on? Text message comes in. Oh, it turns out this place has 2 locations, and we're at the location 45 minutes away.
This was who? All right, you don't have to tell me. One of our friends.
Janine's there, your brother's there, and I'm there. Who else?
I don't remember. Oh, okay, got it. I know who. So they went to the other location. How far away is the other location?
40 minutes.
Time wise.
About
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing is, I had no idea the other location. I didn't know there was another location. But here's the kicker. When I was deciding on the place, I said to the person, "Oh, good, we don't have to have it near you guys since another couple's not coming from Pennsylvania. You know, we can have it wherever now, closer to us for this guy too."
Thank you.
right.
So, oh, okay, the location near me.
They went to the wrong place.
I had no idea that this place had another location.
Listen, you
they
know why I
just
didn't get.
opened up. That's why.
Oh,
didn't
do you
know.
know why I didn't give him a hard time? Because
No.
when you told me the name of the restaurant, I searched it and I found it, and I said to my wife, you think there's another location? Is this definitely it? And she's like, no, it's definitely it. So we didn't double check either. We could have
So
been
you
just as wrong.
Just out of luck, you showed up at the right location.
Dumb luck. So I totally get why they did that.
All right.
What did everybody drink? Okay, here's the other thing now. So Janine goes, oh, I picked the signature cocktail. And I'm like, fuck, she has no taste in drinks. And I was like,
I beg to
it was
differ.
some cucumber vodka. And I'm like, oh my God, this is bullshit. Delightful. I drank
What's
it.
your problem?
Was lovely. It was cucumber vodka and pineapple juice and
Saint
some other
Germain.
oh, it was delicious.
What is Saint Germain? That's the vodka?
It is. No, it's not vodka. It's like another liqueur, I believe.
Nice.
It is.
They squeeze the dog and then they ferment it, and that's how you get.
Oh, see, there you go.
It's good.
Not too hard.
Germain Shepherd.
We got there. There were buckets of wine and beer on ice on the table.
Look at you guys.
It was
style.
a fucking scene. It was the
That's
best
nice.
Christmas dinner we ever had.
That's awesome.
No
I
way.
trust J Sab's
Yeah.
alcohol choices. She got me for my birthday. She got me an awesome margarita strawberry thing. It was amazing. It's all gone now. It's gone.
Sounds horrible, but I think the cucumber thing was good.
There.
What annoyed me too. Okay, this is why I'm gonna have to text the guy, even though you loved it, Anthony.
Rave review.
So I'm glad to hear that because always behind the scenes, there's always a few hiccups. The guy comes over to me and he's like, your first cocktail is free, but then after that you have to pay. And I was like, what? No. The guy told me that you pick one signature cocktail, everybody has it, and that's it. That's, for the whole night. So then he comes back, he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I checked with the manager. You're right.
All right, so at least it was rectified.
Yeah,
and
the waiter
they
didn't
got to
know
the
what was
bottom
going
of it.
on.
That's good.
He had no idea.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Anyway, I was having trouble either picking that cocktail or an espresso martini, but I'm glad I picked
You picked the right
that.
one.
Yes.
You picked the right one. Yeah. Because espresso martini, maybe you'll have it before dinner, after dinner. That's
It's
not
a
like
little
a
heavy.
with dinner drink. Yeah. And I got to say this too. If I have to critique the place a little, their old fashioned was with like espresso and chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what an old fashioned is. Like,
Never
I
had
You know
don't
what it is?
old-fashioned.
They try to make it a winter one.
Yeah.
That's why.
I once had a gingerbread martini. Did you ever have one of those?
Oh, yeah.
It's
No.
insanely good. Gingerbread martini, whipped cream on the top, and a gingerbread cookie in there. I was like, and guess what? You'll never guess where I had it.
Fridays.
Close.
Applebee's.
Chili's.
Close
Applebee's.
again. Outback Steakhouse.
Okay.
I saw it on the menu. I was like, a gingerbread martini. Serve it up. And it was one of the best drinks I ever had.
Really?
It was so good. It tasted like I was eating a gingerbread house with all the whipped cream, and it was just so good. It was chocolatey. It was great.
Well, thank you, Anthony, for your compliments, because afterwards, after the next day, I was feeling quite shitty. But thank you.
Why were you feeling shitty?
Because I felt like our certain friend blamed me.
Oh. Yeah, that wasn't a great
What
thing.
happened?
But
Well, the shit and the wrong restaurant.
because our friend was complaining the next day about about how horrible his experience was, and he didn't feel good after the salmon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What was wrong? What was his experience? Why didn't he have a good experience?
He just had a couple of stomach things the next day.
Well, the guy,
He always has stomach things.
yeah, I'm sorry, but when you eat like a garbage truck, I don't know what you want.
Whoa.
You can't control. I'm sorry, but when you eat a million different things, eventually it's going to catch up to you a little bit in the stomach. No,
I just can't believe it. Like, again, if you order like this, like what did George order when he sat down at the diner? Clams Casino or something?
chef recommends.
Chef recommends. It's like, well, you're charting on, that's uneven ground there.
Yeah, nobody ordered the salmon, so it's been sitting there.
Oh, and then the fucking waiter brought a pitcher of the cocktail like this towards like the end of the meal. I'm like, all these people are going to be shit faced. Turns out my wife was that
Nothing wrong with
drunk.
that.
Fell asleep on the way home.
Did she?
That's
yeah.
the way, baby.
Listen,
when you don't have to drive.
I would critique her too, but she rebounded and had an excellent Sunday night. So she's out of the doghouse. She's all good.
What does that mean? An excellent Sunday night.
Yeah,
that means Anthony had an excellent Sunday night.
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
So Lisha said she had a pickle juice vodka shot last weekend. Does that sound like
I've had that before?
That's a thing?
Pickleback shots.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah, pickle juice vodka. All right.
Miss Justice, this podcast always makes you want to drink. Same here.
Yeah. For different reasons.
Mojo, this podcast always makes me hungry.
I'm starving. Yes. Did you have nachos for the table?
Oh, we had mozzarella carrots for the table. What is pickle? Is it good, a pickle juice vodka shot?
I mean, if you like pickle juice. It's
salty. Sour. Yeah.
I mean, I've never drank pickle juice like out of a jar, but is it good in a? I guess the vodka kind of tampers it down a little bit.
It's exactly what you think it would be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Is it garlicky or?
No, just salty. It kind of tastes like semen. Let's be honest, it does. Go ahead.
Okay, well, there you go. Golden A-hole. We are going to hand out several golden A-holes at some point. I haven't really decided yet what we're going to do with this. So I figured we would just decide on the show here. But everybody does their year-end awards. Ours are no different.
Like rear-end awards.
Hey, I got to use that. We got to edit the page. We put a couple of categories down. I think I'm going to add to the categories. Our last show of the year is Wednesday. So we can either pick winners on Wednesday or we could keep it going and then we'll just like announce the winners either in the new year or maybe we'll throw together a little like quick vid, for the end. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something else. Should we keep it going? Like, do people want to vote on this stuff up till the new year?
I say we put out a poll and we have people vote on it. What's the top things?
We already did. Yeah. It's in the.
So then,
I put it in the
what
thing.
are you worried about?
I'm saying we're gonna. I want to add some categories to it. Right now, this is what we have right now for the Golden A-hole. Best movie,
right?
Best album, best TV show, best comedy special, and best celeb comeback. There's talk of best sex scene, best TikToker.
I like Lisha's category she just came up with.
Best celeb couple. Best
best
new
celeb
celeb
couple,
couple.
Best celeb couple. Let me write this shit down.
Right down.
Do a Frank Fap fan club award.
Ew.
I mean, I like not to think
I'll
about
tell
those
you.
things, to be totally
Ew.
honest with you.
I'm just.
Did you just say ew?
Well, they're talking about
Some offense.
baiting to you.
I got to be honest with you. I'd rather eat fucking salmon
Yeah.
from an Italian restaurant than think about that.
I mean, you could say you don't have to make a comment. You could just let it go. You don't have to say ew.
No, Frank.
I'm just
Like you
saying.
wouldn't say ew to me.
Ew.
There you go.
Be honest, Janine. We masturbate to Frank on a daily basis. Let's all admit it.
Okay, maybe twice a day.
That makes three
Talk
of us.
about Trump some more. What'd you say about Trump?
Yeah. So if anybody has a suggestion on what they'd like to see, let us know. Send it in. But you could vote. Vote today. Vote tomorrow. We'll talk more about the Golden A-Hole Award. We'll add to that, and then we'll put out a post that we'll announce the winners, and maybe we'll do something just right before the end of the year, because Wednesday is the last show of the year. But we do have some surprises for you that's coming down the line for right before Christmas. We got a little thing we're going to work on. Last thing, very quickly, table read. So a friend of mine wrote a script for a show. He winds up selling the script. It's optioned by a couple of producers out there in California. Calls me up and he goes, "I got a part I want you to read for." I go, "I don't read." They offer me the part, or I fucking walk. You know that, Frank. Not gonna.
That's
Me
that's
too,
in your writer.
obviously.
But he goes, "No, listen, we're doing this table read. So this is like to see who wants to invest and make a pilot. Doing a table read, like HBO,
Cool.
Netflix, they're all going to be there." And he's like, "I want you to do it." I go, "I'm only going to ruin this for you. I don't know what you expect to happen here." He goes, "Regardless, I want you to do it." So now I'm locked up January or whatever to do this thing. He goes, "I got a couple more parts." I go, "I got two idiots that look great in a Zoom box."
Boom.
He goes, I sent him a clip of the show, and he's like, "All right, let me see what I have left." So
Cool.
perhaps all of us being on the next big Netflix, HBO Max.
Oh my God, I would love this. This is right up my
Pretty
alley.
good.
Yeah.
I'll quit
Good
the
things.
show just for this.
Now, I will tell you, I've done like 7 of these things, like not table, but all this kind of stuff of like, oh, this big Hollywood producer or that big, and it never goes anywhere. So I feel like I'm the black, what's that? Not black sheep.
Dark Cloud.
Dark Cloud. Thank you. But we'll see. I said, so part of the deal, I said I will do it as long as we can talk about it on the podcast.
On the show. Cool.
I can't give details of what it is. It is an interesting concept.
What's the genre? Comedy? Drama?
Comedy.
Please tell me I have a singing part. Please tell me I have a singing
No.
part.
No.
It's not a comedy / musical.
I don't even know what my part. He literally. By the way, and I'll tell you guys more about this off the air. But he told me about it, and I go look on his Facebook page, and he announced like 14 people involved already. So I'm like, all right, if I'm around 15 or 16, there might be a line in there.
Any names?
No.
All
It's
right.
all very indie. Again, the everybody he's casting, nobody, like, I don't think anybody is going to actually do those roles. It's just to like, these are local talented actors, put some emphasis on it so that these people who buy shows can just kind of see and get that feel for
I'm off the
what it is.
deep end.
Yeah.
This isn't the audition. This isn't.
Oh,
You
I'm
don't
just
have to-
practicing.
Oh,
So
okay.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I had to quit AOA. Oh,
So I tell my wife, and she goes, "What do you think the best possible outcome of this is?" And I said, the best possible outcome of this is 10 years from now, when this show has been on for, like 8 years, I can say, that part that Turtle plays, I once read that at a table read, before the show ever got back. I go, that is the best possible outcome.
Yeah, I was the before this person won the award, the Emmy
Yeah.
for it. I sat there and I read it over a Zoom
love it.
thing.
Janine will be like, the girl, the Always Sunny in Philadelphia girl who's got that big, she won just the Emmy for that new show.
Mhm.
I was at the table read. That was my part originally at the
they're
table
like,
read.
that's her.
It's a story. It's a story to tell your grandkids.
All right, so this TV show, we got a lot of things cooking in the new year. TV show, the podcast panel, we got some stuff to follow along the progress of. So, fun shit.
You got to tell me when that podcast panel is because I don't remember.
I
I don't
forgot.
write things down.
I even forgot I committed to it.
All right.
But that's it. That's all I got. You guys got anything else?
Just, I'm very happy that Argentina won the World Cup. That's it.
You're a big Argentina fan.
I think she's Argentinian.
Cool.
She's an Argentinian.
Somewhat.
Congratulations. Well,
It was crazy, the game.
Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. Second day of Hanukkah, I believe.
It's time to celebrate Chanukah. Smoke your marijuana.
All right, Janine, you're staying because we got to do that thing. I don't know how long you can stay for, but we're doing the thing.
Yeah, hang on.
Let's go.
That's it for us. Appreciate everybody. Last show of the year on Wednesday. We've got a bit of a surprise on Friday. Thanks to Jumpstart Coffee Company for being amazing and being a proud sponsor of the podcast. Order now, link in the description below. Check out the blog page at anthonyonair.com for the link to the Best of Awards, the Golden A-Hole. We'll hand those out at some point.
I have a Golden A-Hole. Go ahead.
Thanks to all the AOA holes out there already. Appreciate you guys as always. Looking forward to Wednesday's episode. Looking forward to our Christmas Eve specially thing. And that's it. That's all I got. You guys good?
Good on my end. Everybody join become a member down below. Hit the join button.
Thank you. Become a member.
For me, Argentina.
And don't cry for us, Argentina. Good words to end on.
We'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Thank you.
Is this thing over?
Almost. A few more seconds.
Oh, God.
Show me potato salad.
There we go.
I can't.
Maybe we should go now.